New Orleans. On New Year's Eve, the city's French Quarter, with its wrought iron balconies and cobblestone streets, pulsates with life. Tourists and locals alike gather, drawn to the promise of joyous revelry and a spectacular countdown to the new year. The air is thick with anticipation, the aroma of Cajun spices, and the sound of laughter. This year, 2025, was no different. Until it was. As the clock ticked past midnight and fireworks lit up the sky, a sinister turn of events unfolded. What started as a night of joyous celebration quickly descended into chaos and terror. The spirit of revelry transformed into a scramble for survival, leaving an indelible scar on the city and its people. At approximately 3:15 a.m., as the crowds were still thick along Bourbon Street, a deafening roar ripped through the air. A pickup truck, careening wildly, slammed into a group of unsuspecting revelers. The impact sent shockwaves through the crowd, the force of the collision tossing bodies aside like rag dolls. Screams pierced the night, replacing the sounds of laughter and music that had filled the air just moments before. Panic gripped the French Quarter as people scrambled for safety, desperate to escape the path of the rampaging vehicle. Witnesses described a scene of utter chaos and horror. The truck, a dark-colored pickup, mowed down anyone and anything in its path. The driver, later identified as name withheld pending investigation, seemed intent on inflicting as much damage as possible. The driver's rampage came to an end when his vehicle crashed into a lamppost, the impact bringing the truck to a shuddering halt. The immediate aftermath of the attack was a scene of utter devastation. The air, thick with the smell of gasoline and gunpowder, was punctuated by the anguished cries of the injured. Bodies lay strewn across the street, some still, others writhing in pain. First responders, sirens wailing, raced to the scene, their arrival a beacon of hope amidst the despair. Paramedics, their faces etched with urgency, worked tirelessly to triage the wounded, rushing the most critically injured to nearby hospitals. The human toll of the attack was staggering. As of January 1, 2025, at 10 a.m. CST, the official death toll stands at 10, with at least 35 injured. The victims, many of whom were tourists visiting New Orleans for the New Year celebrations, represent a cross-section of ages and backgrounds. Families were torn apart, their joyful celebrations transformed into unimaginable grief. Among the injured were 2 police officers who responded to the scene. Section 4. Unraveling the motive a city holds its breath. In the wake of the attack, the French Quarter transformed into a scene reminiscent of a war zone. Yellow police tape cordoned off a wide perimeter, the silence within a stark contrast to the usual cacophony of the city. The FBI, recognizing the potential for a larger threat, swiftly took the lead in the investigation. Their agents, faces grim, descended upon the scene, meticulously combing through the wreckage for clues. Every piece of debris, every bullet casing, every drop of blood could hold the key to understanding the motivations behind this senseless act of violence. During their investigation, a chilling discovery sent shockwaves through the city. A suspected improvised explosive device, or IED, was found near the site of the attack. The discovery of the IED heightened the already palpable tension, casting a long shadow over the city. Was this a coordinated attack? Was New Orleans targeted for a specific reason? These questions weighed heavily on the minds of investigators and citizens alike. New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell, her voice trembling with emotion, addressed the city in a press conference. Section 5, New Orleans, strong in the face of tragedy. The tragic events of New Year's Eve 2025 have left an indelible mark on New Orleans. The city, known for its vibrant spirit and resilience, is grappling with the aftermath of an attack that has shaken its core. Yet, even in the face of unimaginable loss and grief, the spirit of New Orleans remains unbroken. The city has faced adversity before, from devastating hurricanes to rampant crime, and each time it has emerged stronger, its spirit undimmed. Already, stories of courage and compassion are emerging from the tragedy. First responders, working tirelessly amidst the chaos, risked their own lives to save others. Citizens opened their homes to strangers, offering food, shelter, and comfort. The outpouring of support, both locally and nationally, is a testament to the indomitable spirit of New Orleans. As the city mourns its losses, it also looks to the future,